What's up guys, Brian here with Gaming. Today, we've got something super cool to share with you. Ever heard of Cyclops? Well, get ready because we're gonna show you how to use him in a totally different way, as a jungler mage or mid lane mage. Yep, you heard that right. Cyclops isn't just for mid lane anymore. We'll walk you through the basics of the strategy and give you some awesome tips to make it work like a charm. So if you're ready to shake up your gameplay and try something new, stick around and let's dive into the world of jungle Cyclops together. You might know heroes like Harit, Esmeralda, and Kimi, right? Well, there's another mage named Cyclops. Usually, Cyclops helps out in the middle of the action or support other heroes. But guess what? Because Cyclops is so strong, players found out he can be the main hero too. Yep, he can do big damage and be a star player just like Harit and others. Cool, right? But of course, it comes with a strategy. It is not that simple being the core, since you have to be the one that elevates your team in terms of many aspects of the game. And without further ado, let's tackle it. Cyclops manages to be the core of the team, or rather be the jungler of the team, because of his abilities. First is his passive skill, which makes him super fast at using abilities. Here's how it works. Every time Cyclops hits an enemy with skills or even just basic attacks, his skills cooldown get reduced by 0.5 seconds. Yes, you heard that right. This is huge because it means he can cast his skills more often, which helps him clear jungle monsters quickly and harass the enemies. And when Cyclops clears the jungle faster than the other team's jungler, it gives your team a big advantage. You can rotate around the map faster and start snowballing towards victory. Next is his first active skill. Cyclops shoots out 2 Stardust discs in a direction you choose. This disc packs a punch of magic damage, which is great for taking down monsters and minion waves. Plus, it can reach far. It's handy for poking at enemies and keeping them on their toes. It's like a go-to move for Cyclops. Just a usual mage spam skill, but it gets the job done. Let's chat about Cyclops' second skill, the Planet's Attack. With this skill, Cyclops summons 5 Starlift Spears that automatically target and attack nearby enemies, dealing significant damage upon impact. These spheres focus on enemy heroes first, so you won't waste them on minions. Additionally, using this skill grants Cyclops a speed boost, making it easier for him to engage with enemies or flee from danger. It's one of Cyclops' standout abilities because he can harm enemies simply by being close to them. Plus, enemies may hesitate to chase you since you can damage them while making your escape. Lastly, let's talk about Cyclops' ultimate skill, Star Power Lockdown. This move is like putting the enemy on lockdown. Cyclops summons a planetary spear towards a chosen enemy hero, causing huge magic damage and stunning them for 1 to 2 seconds. The stun duration depends on how far the skill travels before hitting the enemy. The farther it goes, the longer they'll be stunned. Use this skill when you're ambushing an enemy to keep them from escaping. Now, let's discuss helpful emblems for Cyclops. Consider using the following setup. First is the Inspire. This provides extra cooldown reduction, which is handy for Cyclops since he relies heavily on his skills. Next is Festival of Blood. This emblem boosts spell back, allowing Cyclops to regain health while casting numerous skills. It's useful for sustaining during battles. And lastly, Impure Rage. Go for this talent for additional skill damage and mana restoration, enhancing Cyclops' offensive capabilities while ensuring he doesn't run out of mana too quickly. Alright, let's talk about what items to get for Cyclops. First up, I recommend getting the Enchanted Talisman. This item is super helpful because it keeps your mana in check, so you can keep spamming your skills without worrying about running out of mana. Plus, it gives you some extra magic power, health, and cooldown reduction, which are all good things to have when you use Cyclops. Next, grab the Genius Wand. This item helps you penetrate through enemies' magic defense, making your attacks even more effective. It also boosts your movement speed, which is handy for getting around the map quickly. Lastly, get Concentrated Energy. This item gives you a big boost in spell back, meaning you'll get health back every time you cast a spell. It also gives you more magic power and health, making you tougher to take down. After building these 3 items, you are set to dominate the game. For the alternative items, get the Brute Force Breastplate for durability and additional cooldown reduction when you will be the core of the team. or get the Holy Crystal if you will be the typical mage in the mid lane for massive boost on your magic power. Also get the Divine Glaive for additional magic penetration that will be good in the late game when enemies have acquired many magic defense items. And also don't forget about the magic boots for cooldown reduction. After discussing the skills, emblems, and builds, let's get down to the tips and tricks on how you can excel in the game using Cyclops. First is that you should abuse the minions, monsters, and enemies with your skills. It is much better for you to spam your skills as much as you can to maximize the passive skill. You can reach a point where you can throw skills non-stop in team fights. Next is to make sure to know the opponent's lineup composition. If they have many crowd control heroes or heroes with stun or slow effects, be careful and mind your distance when throwing your skills at them. It is important that you can last longer in team fights, especially when you are the core of your team. And lastly, abuse the use of Cyclops to get the rank you want to have. With easy mechanics and overpowered skills, I am sure that you can reach the goal you have in mind in the game. And that's it. I hope you learned a thing or two in this video, and if you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to our channel for more content, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads. This is Brian, and see you again on the next one.